Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play The Spirit Engine 2 with your commentator Drakeel. On this episode we're going to do a lot of talking. So let's first see that, and you know what that means, right guys? Yeah, you know what that means. Means it's reading time. Okay. Parliamentarian. I still don't know how the three of you have managed to get out of the city center alive so long after the attack. The only other survivors are those who fled the suburbs quickly. I was among them. We were stacking crates in a dockside bunker when the attack came. We sheltered there for several days before attempting our escape. There was nothing extraordinary about it. Really? You don't look much like laborers, and you'd certainly need to be skilled to fight your way out of that. Yes, you were most fortunate indeed. You would have perished along with a third of the city's population if you hadn't been sheltered when the garden struck. Please forgive my suspicion. At the moment there is little more for us to do except point fingers. This will go down in LFT's history as our most dreadful day, if we even have a history a year from now. The Rakari have been our sage governors for as long as anybody can remember, but even they seem perturbed by the sudden scale of these events. I've never seen that before, not even during their modern uprising, and I don't know what it means, but I fear the worst for us all. The Parliament of Stars in Kaltaran is likely destroyed, and many parliamentarians will have lost friends and family there, if not their lives. The coming emergency meeting of Parliament will not be a happy one.
Sir, your coach awaits. The driver is anxious to see leave as the guns are upsetting the stage. With the roads as they are, we'll need to leave early to reach Kaltaran in a good time.
Yes, I am done here. I must put distance between myself and this awful place. Farewell, citizens. I hope your good fortune holds. We will need all the luck that Arya can grant us. Oof, music's really not fitting. It's loud. I heard you play for sanity at the meeting, Parliamentarian Camellia. It was admirable.
Admirable, why useless? What good can I do? I'm surrounded by a pack of angry, foolish men far too eager to wage war. I doubt that any of them would be quite so bloodthirsty if their own families were being marched off to the borders to fight. I fear that the depths of this disaster is greater than any of us realize. An attack of this nature is unprecedented. Whoever's behind it may not stop at just two cities. I cannot believe the outgoing government would use such a weapon, but I am alone. Even the normal, serene, and wise Rakari may abandon dialogue in favor of the rash and vengeful response, which the people will demand.
Whoever destroyed Porto Vale doesn't look like they want to talk. Sometimes you have no choice but to fight. The whole nation was run by naive pacifists like yourself. We'd all be speaking your Garn instead.
No, I won't believe it. I won't believe it! We're making progress at Malmara. Even your Garans are not capable of this degree of inhumanity. Some evil is at work here, turning man against man and bringing out the worst in us all. And we are trapped between them. What can we do? What words could we find powerful enough to soothe this rage? I fear our vocabulary is better suited for wounding than embracing. Oh, enough of this. I cannot stand to see them shell my beautiful city. It breaks my heart. Please, excuse me. I have to leave. I wish you good fortune wherever the fates take you next.
Parliamentarian Camellia has been a long-standing advocate of peace between Lorefti and Yagara. It's no surprise, given her mixed parentage across the border. I doubt her voice will be heard too loudly in days to come. Her credibility never recovered from the my tongue's tight. accusations. Come on. Accusations that she was in covert contact with the Argaran Secret Services during her first period in office. I can't read English anymore. English has just disappeared. Parliamentarian Henley.
If the Parliament of Stars had only listened to me, this disaster would never have come to place. We'd have struck at Yagara years ago, before they even developed such a terrible capability. There can be no order without the security of military strength, and the Reftain has been allowed to rot over time in the name of peace and prosperity. Looks pretty peaceful and prosperous now, doesn't it? Heaven knows, with the army in its current state, we barely have the numbers to hold down provinces like Amada, let alone secure our own borders. Those violent separatists never gave the Union anything other than trouble. If you ask me, they weren't dealt with harshly enough in the 726 uprising. We should have put down a few score more, and then maybe, now, we wouldn't have to worry about moving troops out of the area for fear of another rebellion. Enough of my moaning and whining and bullshitting. This isn't the time for me to crow about my grim foresight. We need unity and a sense of purpose now, if we're to save our country from this crisis. Please, leave me to think. Okay, move. Okay. Alright. Go talk to this man. Those men. Dishonest Pete. I like governors. Alright, let's see. It's a Cockney. I already know it's a Cockney. And I can't do Cockney. Let's see. Alright, governor. Alright, governor. When I saw such a handsome band of adventurers marching up Armist Road. Okay, if someone out there can do a Cockney, imagine someone doing a Cockney there. Band of adventurers marching up Armistice Road. I just knew you'd be stopping by Pete's. It takes a certain class of customer to appreciate my merchandise. Now, if I know ya, you're thinking, hang on, what is this charming fella trying to sell us? Instead, ask yourselves a quicker question. What is this charming fella not trying to sell us? You see something you like around here? He can have it for you so long as in the initial investment compensates for the willness of the owner. The world is my stall. These goods wouldn't be stolen, would they? Goodness, my governor! Stolen? Whatever gave you that idea? Well, the sign does say dishonest Pete. There's only one kind of customer that's going to attract. Exactly, and here you are. Now, governors, can't we stop quibbling about matters of legacy and talk and money? Wait a minute, is that my sword over there? Oh, so it is, sorry. It's a bad habit I've got there. I took the liberty of freeing it from your scabbard while you were talking with the important gentleman. Here, you can have it back as a gesture of goodwill. You should be grateful that I don't gut you where you stand and loot your stall, you thieving little rat. I don't take kindly to people messing with my stuff. You too. Check your belongings. You look awfully familiar, Dishonest Pete. Have I seen you somewhere before? You might have. There's a little Pete in every shady alleyway, in every rotten dive you might come across. Dishonest Pete knows no boundaries. He travels wherever demand is high and supplies is low. A global prince of commerce is what I am. Alright. We got the idea. Just show us what you got, and keep your hands where I can see them. Alright, let's see what he has. I can tell you I need to sell this, and all this junk, but I'll come later. Ooh. Buying junk. 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 Custom, open custom, yeah. We're keeping that one, sorry. What's this do? Let me get it.
only thing that could really hit him is concussive or the other stuff anyways, so. And a 5, 1, 2. Ooh. 12, 24, 18. I think there's a lot better base damage. I'm buying it. 17, 17, 8, 28, 20. Well, she needs to be using her, what's it called? Powdered imp, so, no. So those, so, this one, 13. I think I'll buy this. It's a whole +5 to dodge though. Oh, screw it. Screw it. Buy that. Alright, see, I don't like how I can never sell everything. That's all I want, is to sell everything I have. I need a merchant I could do that for. Okay. I think there's a few more people to talk to. Yeah. Parliamentarian Baptiste. Ah, the 3 survivors from the center of town. You're very lucky to be alive. You must have an outstanding story to tell. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Parliamentarian Baptiste, representative for Northeastern Armada. You must be the man offering the reward for the apprehension of the keepers. It's nice to meet you. Ah, yes, that I am. I had been trying, along with a number of other representatives, to pass legislation through Parliament to outlaw their sinister cult before this latest series of outrages. They have been involved in attacks on a great number of my constituents. Alas, I have had little success in gaining any meaningful support for acting against them from my fellow parliamentarians. Their minds are clouded at the best of times. The otherworldly things that whisper in their ears care little for the dignity of men. I do not say their names here, but I think you know of whom I speak. Ultimately, I have little power inside Parliament, especially given the legacy of my father. There is little I had been able to do to fight this insidious conspiracy. Wait, you must be the 3 vigilantes who stepped in to save that girl in Blue Feather Forest. What are the odds? So small that this cannot be anything other than fate guiding us into happy union. I believe you've met one of my assistants, Shala. She's been in close pursuit of me, of one of the keeper cells, for many months now. Lady in the white armor? Yes, we helped her save Isabel. She looked a lot like her sister, doesn't she? It seems blessings come in 3s. Shala is a little abrupt, as you might have noticed, but do please excuse her. Her heart is in the right place, and her dedication is unquestionable. My prince, you must come. There's a report of a contact heading north from Telksworth, and Julius says that we must move quickly. Of course, I must return to my constituents. My place is home in Imara, where I can inform and comfort them. Though I doubt we'll see each other again. It was a pleasure to meet you all. My thanks to you. And there they go. I've heard of the Parliamentarian Baptiste before. He was heir to the Princeship of Amara, but it was resubjugated after the rebellion of 726. He was only 11 when his father was killed, and he watched his home and his people, his inheritance, burn around him. Parliament installed him as one of the state's only 6 representatives to try and appease the Amarans. It is perhaps the poorest part of Loreftain, and the responsibility on him must be difficult at such an age. Poor boy. He must have a lot to deal with right now. Yes, he does. And I have to deal with the saves. So there you go. Alright, we have done the written time. Number, I think, 7. Yeah. thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for liking to read if you read and watching this part. Thank you. You guys are cool. Thank you for getting into the story and getting into the characters with me. It's always fun. Anyways, yeah. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next part. Goodbye.